In the headlines, movements that help shape modern educational thoughts and ideas. The meaning of realism. The humanistic realism. The social realism. And the sense realism. For FeDuc News, your anchor, Laika Calumbre Studies.
Morning Pilipinas. The foundation of education topic is about realism, to be reported by Group 3 and Group 4. These news reporters will focus on how these philosophies contribute to the current situation or the current education system in the Philippines. For the meaningful definition of this, we have Maggie Dayan Varawa reporting.
Good morning, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. The realistic movement of realism refers to the philosophy which holds that education should concern with the actualities of life. It arose as a protest against the formalism of the humanists and the religious reformers. To cite the proponents of realism, Maggie Dayan Varwa reporting.
Good morning, FeDuc Patrol. The earliest realists were humanistic realists. They agreed with the humanists that classical language and literature were the ideal means to liberal education. Aisa Mariano reporting.
I am a journalist and I support the education.
I am a journalist and I support education.
Hi, I am a journalist and I support
In our weather report, the world's most powerful tropical cyclone yet in 2020 battered parts in the Philippines with the destructive winds and torrential rain. Rolly was the super typhoon as it made in a landfall in the region of Bicol twice on Sunday, November 1. It went to hit land two more times in the region of Calabarzon as a typhoon, before rapidly weakening into a tropical storm over the West Philippine Sea. That's all for our weather report for today.
Good morning, FeDuc Patrol. Social realism was proposed by Michael de Montaigne. It held that education should equip the student for a happy and successful life as a man of the world. Neoni Rabido reporting.
Sense realism was based on the fundamental belief that knowledge comes primarily through the senses. The sense realists were interested in natural phenomena as a source of knowledge and truth, and regarded education as a natural rather than an artificial process. Rika Dagot reporting.
Realism took place since ancient civilization and probably had the greatest impact on philosophy and our everyday life. But how is realism today, and how this affect the education?
Realism. Reality exists independent of the human mind. The world of the physical object is the ultimate reality. So what realism is trying to say is, the reality is what actually exists. What you see is the ultimate reality is the physical object. So everything that you see, touch, feel are real, and therefore that is what need to be studied or learned.
We can't avoid the fact the impact of realism to our everyday life and to the education. But at the end of the day, to God be the glory. From your aspiring teachers, we are leaving you God bless and keep safe. Thank you for watching.
Dahil sa usiyak ang inyong puso, isang kahiliman.
Sports car! Yung red!